Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Let's continue on Psychic Week today. Hoping things are a little bit better today. Didn't sleep all that great last night. Or at least it's not what it feels like. Did accidentally trigger a sleep session during the start of my day yesterday. So I'm hopeful for things to turn around today. Full 100 sleep score. I tried to sleep in a little bit. Yeah, but I guess, after 5 a.m. was just a lot of just tossing and turning. So, dozing wins out with 1% more. So thankfully Pseudo Balanced is there to even things out. Though dozing on Lapis isn't bad for me. It just means more opportunity for Dratini. So I'm still looking for mana. That's primary focus for this week. I got 48 million drowsy power. Still 7 spawns. So let's see who showed up today. Alright, we got a new sleep style and mana. We got Doduo, a top belly, Florigato, Dratini, as I did use Dratini Incense, just hedging my bets. We also got a Dragonair, that's cool. Togepi, Kirlia, and Slowpoke. A lot of sprawled out sleep styles today. So is this the 2-star? Oh, it's the 1-star. Dream Mist Sleep. That's that mist that they were talking about in the Pokédex description. So it was eating a good dream. So that's where all my good dreams were going. It's money. Just kidding. Anyone hungry? Alright. That works. Okay. Well, mana's gonna be primary focus for me. Great. And I am starting to get real low on biscuits. And oh, Dragonair is also really close. How's Kirlia looking? Empty, okay. This is actually very fortunate amount of spawns today. What's in today's Gaily gift? More dream clusters. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot when it finally gets unlocked. So I could use a Great Biscuit and be absolutely certain I take this home. But I'd rather save those because they're coming fewer and far between. No critical capture. But I'm just gonna have to kind of hedge my bets that either that's another big hit, or it's not full. So. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. It works regardless. And there's our 15 biscuits for the week. Since I am only at 6, I am going to save the rest of mine for the rest of this week. So we'll just call snack time there. The Dragonair would be nice, but it's not an absolute necessity, since I do want to try to get my ingredient collectors from base. I'm gonna share out the mana photo. Alright, and some good 7,000, good chunk of dream shards. Hardy nature. No berry finding at 10. Same ingredient spread, honey, milk, honey. I did see that its third ingredient is potentially coffee. Is that right? Yeah, it's coffee. So, not too bad, since I got coffee pretty much on lock. No skill level up. What do we got? Skill trigger. Inventory up. Helping speed. Berry finding S at 75. There we go. There's something. And inventory up. With a no nature effect. Alright, mana. Step into my office. This at least seems like something that, while it may not be great in its currently available sub-skills, the helping speed, which can be sub-skill seated, is available, and the berry finding is pretty much what you want. I'm just going to run this just to 75. Just want to see. Have things just not settled? Because I would not say that this is in any way. Did I miss something? Yeah, all of that is correct. Something seems off. Because there's no way that this is... That's listed on total strength. Maybe I run this as Masharna? See if that does something different? No, it's doing the same thing. Alright. Well... I don't feel like this is perfect, because it takes until level 50 for it to get helping speed. And even then, it's got the things that you want, it's just not necessarily in the order that you want them. Inventory up, I would like some more helping speed. But not sure what's going on there. It's still... I feel like I've missed a click button, or like some sort of toggle, and I'm supposed to have gone off of. So maybe just things haven't been settled and I'm still hitting this a little too early. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure I've missed something. But It looks like this is at least one that is viable. It's got helping speed and berry finding. Doesn't have anything in the nature, but that's okay. Let's move on. We've got a rash-natured Dratini. Unfortunately, not the ingredient spread I need, but let's take a look at everything else. Because extra oil actually isn't terrible. Berry finding, skill level up, inventory up, ingredient finder, helping speed. It does have ingredient finding up in its nature, and dragon berries are helpful. Alright. I'm willing to pop over here and take a look. Alright, let's clear. We got berry finding, skill level up, inventory up, ingredient finder, because all of these are also sub-skill seedable and helping speed at the end. So it's got a lot of the stuff that you want to see. I just want straight ingredient strength. The ingredient count, not so much. Alright, so the graphing is working. It just might be something going on with mana. That was also a concern I was thinking, was maybe, I don't know, maybe in like some sort of network issue that's just not causing the information to come back correctly. So at 25, that's the main skill, so that's understandable that like it would take a dip because it's not getting anything that's helping it with ingredients at 25. It gets more ingredients at 30. It's a bigger inventory at 60. Or where's that spread? Yeah. Skill level up to 25, bigger inventory at 50. You can tell that I'm getting a lot of good sleep because all the numbers are getting fumbled in my head. But starting to trend upwards towards the back half. Alright, well, I'll let that run and see where that ends up. It seems like we have something that's okay, but not great. Once that finishes up, I'll also run it with just maxed out. You go with ingredient finding M, helping speed M, inventory up L, see if that makes any changes. It's still not the ingredient spread that I'm looking for, so it's completely fine to just leave that as is. Some sneaky snacking from last night. Getting back that recovery incense that I needed to use. Which also means if we saw a couple of missions get finished, there we go, getting some biscuits back. Gotta just use one more incense tonight to finish that up. A couple more cooks and our master ranks. More dream clusters today too, yay. There we go. I just wanted to see where that's at. The Toxicroaks have not been super helpful for me these last couple of days, so I'm good to see a lot more oil. But looks like, do I have some news? We do! We got news and medals. Alright. New arrival. Let's start from the bottom. Cresselia. In certain areas, there have been reports of a Pokemon appearing that we haven't seen around before. Maybe this is thanks to the sleep research you've all been conducting. It may be possible to encounter it during sleep research sometime soon. Cresselia is a psychic type, which is why we're here on Psychic Week, I guess, is preparation. We hope you're looking forward to this. So that'll be available from March 31st at 3 p.m. And there will be incense. And it's available at Greengrass, Snowdrop Tundra, and Lapis Lakeside. Cresselia may still appear during regular sleep research, even after Cresselia vs. Darkrai ends, but it's extremely rare. This area where Cresselia appears will differ from where it appears during the Cresselia vs. Darkrai event. Please see the event news for more details. And it's a snoozing sleep type, which is good. It means I'll have at least opportunity to see it. And its main skill is Lunar Blessing, energy for everyone S. Restores some energy to all helper Pokemon in your team. Also gets some of each of the berries the Pokemon on your team, including Cresselia, collect. The more different species of Psychic type helper Pokemon, the more berries will be collected. That's great. A team of 5 different species of Psychic type, so if you had Cresselia, Munna, Musharna, Espeon, and Gardevoir, or ones with 4 different species, where it would be just... Oh, yes, so Munna and Musharna technically count as separate Pokemon. Espeon, it only counts as the one, even though they're all Psychic type. Cresselia is a special Pokemon, and you can only have one special Pokemon on your team. Legendary rule. Or mythical rule. It's possible to befriend more than one special Pokemon, but you can have not one more than one on your team. And as just like every other legendary we've had so far, the nature and sub skills will be set for the first one you catch, befriend. Cool. So that's some fun info. It's got a pretty neat main skill, so that's certainly a really neat healer. I'm curious that how, like, if the healing also scales with the amount of Psychic types on the team. We'll have to wait and find out. Cresselia vs. Darkrai. Finally getting info about this event. There have been reports that Pokemon are being tormented by nightmares in some areas of Greengrass Isle. On investigation, it's been discovered that this is caused by the mythical Pokemon Darkrai's power to induce nightmares. To rescue the Pokemon, we need the legendary Pokemon Cresselia's cooperation. Cresselia's ability to induce pleasant dreams combined with Snorlax's drowsy power can help us dispel Darkrai's nightmares. This 2-week event is a special period where Cresselia shines against Darkrai. During the event, the legendary Pokemon Cresselia is more likely to appear, and a bonus will be applied to Drowsy Power if you have Cresselia on your team when you sleep. That's important. Additionally, you can obtain samples of Cresselia down during the event through sleep research. You can trade these samples via the event exchange for new items, Cresselia incense, and Cresselia biscuits to help you discover Cresselia's sleep styles. Furthermore, during the event, the average drowsy power of researchers worldwide and your drowsy power will be combined to accumulate event drowsy power. We're talking about this a little bit back. This event drowsy power may be the key to dispelling Darkrai's nightmares. We encourage you to collaborate with researchers worldwide to dispel Darkrai's nightmares and rescue Pokemon. And if you make good progress during the event, there may be a chance to befriend Darkrai? Rising Inflection? So this will be starting from the 31st and running through April 14th. The event is available in all areas. Interesting. And the mission period is going to run the same for any of the event-based missions. Event Drowsy Power. This is new copy. A lot to read today, so thank you for your patience while I get through this. Event Drowsy Power will accumulate during this event. Event Drowsy Power is calculated by adding Global Drowsy Power, which is based on the average drowsy power of all research playing Pokemon Sleep, to your personal Drowsy Power. When you accumulate a certain amount of Event Drowsy Power, your event rank will go up, allowing you to fight back against Darkrai's nightmares. Additionally, each time your rank increases, you can receive various rewards, such as samples of Cresselia Down or a handy candy medium. Global Drowsy Power is calculated based on the average drowsy power of all researchers worldwide from 2 days prior, taking researchers' time zones into account. And as the event progresses, the value will continue to grow. Global Drowsy Power for March 31st and April 1st will be calculated based on the drowsy power of all researchers on the 29th and the 30th, respectively. There are a total of 15 event ranks, and the maximum rank for the first week of the event is rank 8. In the second week of the event rank cap will be unlocked and even more luxurious rewards will be added. Event Drowsy Power accumulated in the first week will carry over into the second week. During the second sleep research of the day, only your personal Drowsy Power will be added to your Event Drowsy Power. Global Drowsy Power will not be added. Manually entered sleep data will not be included, and you can receive rank event rewards until April 16th at local time. Interesting. Bonuses. The following events will trigger in the applicable areas during the event. All days. You can accumulate limited time event Drowsy Power and receive rewards based on your event rank. Limited time event exchange will be available, and you can attain event items through sleep research once per day. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear during sleep research, and each time a Psychic type helper Pokemon brings you ingredients as it regularly would, it would have one extra. And the chance for any Psychic type helper Pokemon's main skill being triggered will be multiplied by 1.5. Snorlax in the event will have Mago Berries, which is Psychic Berries, as one of its favored types. The other two will be chosen at random. And if you have Cresselia on your team when you sleep, Drowsy Power will be multiplied by 1.2. Pokemon of different sleep types will appear during the sleep research regardless of your sleep type. Week 1 will have a main skill boost of Psychic type helper Pokemon by 1. And for week 2, they'll be boosted by 3. And a big Snorlax will appear and can be raised starting at a certain strength. So it's going to start somewhere in the Ultras. Which is pretty sweet. Pokemon you encounter in each area. So this might help to color where you would want to go for the Cresselia vs. Darkrai event. In a slightly greater appearance area, greater appearance rate will be for Cresselia, the Mr. Mime family, Espeon, Wobbuffet, Wynot, Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, Munna, and Musharna. Greengrass will have Cresselia, Espeon, Wobbuffet, Wynot, Munna, and Musharna. Cyan Beach, Cresselia, and the Mr. Mime family. Hope Hollow, Cresselia, Espeon, Wobbuffet, and Wynot. Snowdrop Tundra, Cresselia, Wobbuffet, and Wynot. Lapis Lakeside. It looks like big chunk. Cresselia, Espeon, Wobbuffet, Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, Wynot, Munna, and Musharna. An Old Gold Power Plant, Cresselia, Mr. Mime, Mime Jr., Munna, and Musharna. Whew. Thankfully, the rest of this is explainer text of just kind of how the legendary events run. I think I'm just going to leave that as is. Should be familiar now. We're going to collect down as part of our morning research. We can use that to exchange stuff in the event shop. You will have access to Cresselia Incense that way, which is how we are primarily going to be seeing Cresselia. The biscuits that you can collect will be helpful because they are the ones that will be able to increase friendship ranks by 6 by themselves, and with a hungry Cresselia, quite a lot more. So, boy oh boy, that is quite a lot of event information. So, very exciting. I'm curious to see how this global drowsy power is going to work out. I'm happy that we're kind of being able to participate more as a community. That's great. And we're definitely getting Cresselia, but how Darkrai plays into this is kind of unknown right now. Okay, so I'll let that sink in for a little bit. What are you most excited about this? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. Alright, before I move into Mel's, looks like Dratini settled out at 71% PR, so not bad, but could be better. So I'm going to just bump all of these. I'm going to just give it all of the seeds. And see where that lands it. All right. Two medals, 210 incenses used, and finally 50 dragon types. A helper whistle, oh man. Aside from the daily rewards, I haven't seen that as a reward and things in a bit. And a handy candy. Community. 48 reports, not bad. Too bad. Got a friend rank reward. Everything's layering on top of one another. There we go. Thank you everyone for your sleep research. I forgot to check for Manus. Is that still hanging out in there? Yeah, it's mostly everyone, so. Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, not bad. Still getting a good chunk of it, which is helpful. So thanks, everyone. All right. I'm hoping for a lot of oil coming from you. Good. Everyone else has just been doing a bang-up job. And do I have enough to cook what I need? Good. What am I doing on oil? Alright, actually enough to cook lunch today. Fantastic. And between Victory Bell and Beware, both of them are doing a pretty awesome job of getting their ingredients as well. So 44,000 dish strength, nice, good average. We're still working the ranks up, so all good there. So hopefully by the end of tonight, should see finally getting into the master ranks and being able to get those 8 spawns. Just have more opportunity. I do need to use another incense. I'm just trying to think if I wanted to use Dratini again, or switch over to Ralt. I feel like I've been pushing my luck in all of the directions and having neither of them pay off for those two. But considering that dozing is a little bit more difficult for me to get, well, we'll see if I can get... I'll continue to push my luck on Dratini. Might want to hold off on the Ralts for a little bit anyway. And, oh, before I forget, we also have Mini Candy Boost. I almost forgot. Which is good, because I'm still waiting for this updated calculation to continue running. It's still not a lot of candies. So, we'll just continue to boost Blastoise. Another 3 levels. So, some good progress there. And then, while I'm in here, as far as the psychic types that I have access to, definitely seems like getting Mana as the berry collector for that week would be a really good call. As well as getting Cresselia on the team as soon as possible would also be good. Do have a halfway decent Mime Jr., and that would be good if I also got where I needed to swap out and not have Victory Bell on the team. This would be fine for getting guaranteed favored berries. And then I really don't have the Wynots and Wobbuffets, but I also haven't done Espeon yet as an evolution. That's also something certainly on the plate. Oh. Yeah. Do I have... What am I missing for you? Time asleep. Okay. So that's like another week's worth of effort there. But doable. I have enough time to be able to do that if I really wanted to get Espeon on the team. Alright. This is just about wrapped up. But as we can see there, getting to 77 from 70, so not the biggest amount of overall gains, but it is getting pretty good amount of strength. It's not absolutely perfect, but you know, that's why it's a difference of 7 million overall power. But it turns out pretty good, 98th percentile. That's still something. Because comparatively speaking, I do have the 83 percentile one, which is also not bad. It's got an ingredient finding nature. It's got an ingredient finder in its spread. and it's got plenty of inventory, so it will be really good. And it's also got fiery herbs in the first 2 positions. So it's certainly worthwhile. There's also the one that's 79% that's just got the corn in the middle. So again, like, they've got relatively okay skills. They just don't have the ingredient spread to focus entirely on fiery herbs. But maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree. So, would certainly be something needed for something like being able to make the Inferno Keema Curry regularly, because at 27 per, you're going to need a good chunk. It's at least just shy of 100 a day, 90, 100, to relatively make that, in case, you know, you got some times where it's not producing, sometimes where it is. Desserts don't really need it, which is fine. No, like, not at all. That's a shame. I feel like we should have, like, one spicy sweet dessert. And for salads, just the pepper salad, the overheat ginger salad doesn't need a whole lot. Yeah, so it looks like it's really just for the Keema Curry. So for this one, I'd have to rerun the whole thing with ingredient count A to see where that is, but I ain't worrying. I'm gonna just continue to keep the hunt, try to find these mono ingredient collectors. But I've already rambled way too long today. There was a lot of news, a lot to go over, so sorry things ran a little long. With that, that's where I'll wrap things up for today. Let me know about the Cresselia versus Darkrai. Are you excited for that stuff to come? Happy to hear about it. And how Psychic Week's going for you? Are things turning around? Got a good amount of, you know, I'm just curious to know. Always happy to hear news from folks. But that is where I'll wrap it for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Feel free to let me know what's going on in the comments below. I'll see you back tomorrow with some more sleep research. But until then, sleep well.